What's up? This is Adam here with Adam's Coast Chronicles, coming at you from Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Here we have an advertisement for the Mardi Gras Festival, which is new for this year. Hasn't started quite yet, but I think they've got some stuff decorated for it already. Can't wait to get inside the gate. Alright, just got inside the gate here. If you go left, it takes you to Goliath, which is their Batman clone. And you'll notice right away that this is actually one of the better themed, better looking Six Flags parks. We've got all these kind of Spanish themed buildings, which look really nice. And we got some beads up for Mardi Gras. So walking straight into the park takes you to the park's boomerang. Here, if you go left, you get to the Rockville area, all the way back to the Fiesta Boardwalk. And if you kind of stay to the right, that will take you back to Iron Rattler and everything else. There's another pathway over there as well that kind of takes you straight back to where the Starflyer is and Superman and everything else. By the looks of the Mardi Gras decorations, it looks like it should be pretty good. They do a pretty good job with their holiday in the park, so I would hope that the Mardi Gras stuff will be good as well. So here we have the boomerang, which is your standard Vekoma boomerang. I'm going to skip it because I don't enjoy these rides, but it's here. Fiesta Texas has an attached water park called Whitewater Bay. It is included with admission, and you can actually enter it from inside the park. This would normally be the entrance. It's closed now, though, because it's still early in the season. For the 2017 season, Fiesta Texas is adding a water coaster to their water park. Looks like it should be a good ride. I'm assuming it's set to open in the summer. I don't see a date here, but something to look out for if you like water coasters. And here's another look at the water coaster they're adding. Looks like it has 5 blasts and these big disc sections. Looks like it should be pretty good. I'm not really sure where exactly it's going. I just got off the Roadrunner Express, which is the park's mine train coaster. It's actually definitely one of the better mine trains out there. It's pretty smooth for a mine train, actually pretty forceful too. There's even a little, almost a pop of airtime, which is pretty fun. Definitely a great ride for families, and if you have small kids, it's a good coaster to start them out on. Make sure you can get a good view of the Roadrunner Express. And next to that, you have the entrance to Iron Rattler. Alright, I just cut off Iron Rattler, which is an RMC conversion of the original Rattler. Definitely one of the best RMC rides out there. It's got a 180-foot drop off of the top of the Quarry wall, which is fantastic. Got fantastic airtime. Really great ride from start to finish. The only problem is that it's too short. If it was about maybe 10 seconds longer, it would definitely be the best one. Fiesta Texas by far has some of the best theming at any Six Flags park. Here we have this kind of western town theme section. Got like a little kids Ferris wheel shaped like stagecoaches, which is really cool. They really do a nice job with the theming here. And of course we got Iron Rattler in the background. And train station up ahead. Alright, I just got off of Goliath, which is the park's inverted coaster. It's actually one of the Batman clones, so if you've been to other Six Flags parks and the inverted Batman the ride, it's the same ride. What else is interesting is that 30 minutes down the road at SeaWorld, they also have the exact same ride, but there's actually a couple minor differences. This one is one of the mirrored ones, so it turns right the first route rather than left. This one also has 7-car trains instead of 8. This one's okay. It's one of the more intense ones, maybe because of the 7-car trains, but it's also one of the more rattly ones. Definitely one of the better rides. Another nicely themed area of this park is this German section they have. I don't know why they have a German section, but they do. They got these nice buildings. They even have a Fest House style eatery, which is your large food court with a stage that they have shows on while you eat. Fiesta Texas has a log flume in their German section called Bugs' Whitewater Rapids. It's actually kind of a cool log flume because of the building that it's in. And you just get like a little spritz. You don't really get super wet. So definitely check that out. Coming from the German section, you walk by that in the ride and you get to Poltergeist, which is the park's premier rides spaghetti launch coaster. It's a clone of the one. There's the Joker's Jinx at Six Flags America and Flight of Fear rides. In my opinion, this one's the best. It doesn't have the brakes at the top. It doesn't have any trims on it. So it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun ride. Pretty fast. A lot of positive G's and fast transitions. And over here we have their combo tower, which looks like it's down right now, or at least part of it. This one's actually one of the better ones because it shoots you up. You do a couple little bounces, and then it takes you all the way to the top and drops you. So it is a combo, which is always fun. And all of this kind of takes you into the Rockville section of the park. And on past Scream, all the way at the end here, you get a nice view of Poltergeist. It takes you to the entrance of the Fiesta Bay Boardwalk area. Fiesta Bay Boardwalk area has a lot of flat rides, and it's themed to obviously a boardwalk. And they got a nice Ferris wheel and a bunch of other stuff back here. I just got off Scooby-Doo Ghost Blasters, which is their shooting dark ride. It's interesting because theirs is actually still themed to Scooby-Doo. And the guns work pretty well. Everything worked pretty well, so that's pretty good. Fun ride. Also got a scrambler back here. Back there is their new disco. And here's the Ferris wheel. This is one of their new rides for last year. They got 3 new flats. They got this, the Larson Looper, and the Spin Sanity ride. And back there we have Pandemonium, which used to be themed to Tony Hawk, which is why it says big S right there. It used to say Big Spin. This is a little bit lazy of not painting over that. But it's a spinning coaster. Those are fun as well. To get to Pandemonium, you have to walk across this bridge. It's definitely a fun ride. This is actually one of the better ones of the clones, and I think the setting helps a lot, being with the Quarry wall behind it. And there we have the Fireball, which is new for last year, as part of their flat ride package. And back there we have the Spin Sanity, which is new as well. Spin Sanity. Taking a right once you get to Scream, which is the drop tower, takes you over here to Hustler, which is kind of a unique ride to have here. It's themed to pool balls. In the background you can see Batman the Ride. And on down to the Rockville section of the park. So here we have the Rockville High School with the statue of Mr. Rockville, or J.P. Rock, rather. And a little plaque about him, who I think is a fictional character, I'm not really sure. There's a carousel over there. And then this is Rockville, which is actually pretty well done for like a Six Flags park. It kind of reminds me of like some other 50s areas, other parks, like Disney's Hollywood Studios has an area that's like this. And even Dollywood has their area. Yeah, it's a nice area of the park. The only thing is that the rides are kind of randomly, the rides that are here don't always necessarily fit in with the theme. Like for instance, the entrance of Batman the Ride is in that building back there. But Batman the Ride doesn't really have anything to do with Rockville, so I don't know why that's here. But still a nice area. So you actually have to go through that building to get to Batman the Ride, which is their SNS 40 free fly coaster. It's actually the first one installed, and now they're kind of going into a lot of parks. And basically there are a free spinning, I like to think of it as almost a vertical spinning wild mouse, because you ride on the wings and it free spins. They're pretty fun rides. Not always necessarily worth the wait. They do get long lines because of the low capacity. So this may be one that you check out earlier in the day, or maybe right before close when the line's shorter. Crossing out of Rockville, we coming over here across the tracks. There's this lovely wave swinger. And on back here, there's a top spin. And up there's the SkyScreamer, which is their Starflyer giant swing ride. And on back here, we have some midway games to take us to Superman Krypton Coaster. Over here at the end of this section of midway games is where you enter the Superman Krypton Coaster. We just got off of Superman Krypton Coaster, which is this giant, massive floorless coaster here that's built into Quarry wall. Definitely a fantastic ride from start to finish, really forceful. A couple nice moments of some nice negative G's, a little bit of airtime coming up at the top of that, as well as some nice positive G's. Also some really great hang time on the loop. One interesting fact is that when this ride was built, that was the biggest loop in the world. It no longer has that title, but still a really great and unique ride. At this point, I've been on all the floorless coasters in the US. At least I can't think of one that I haven't been on. And this one's definitely my favorite. Definitely a signature ride here. Definitely something you absolutely have to check out here. Alright, over by the Superman Krypton Coaster is the SkyScreamer, which is, of course, the Starflyer swing ride. If you go this way, you get to the entrance of Kidsopolis. That way takes you to the front of the park. They got some bumper cars here. This way. And this way will take you back over to Iron Rattler. Let's get some good views of the wall. We can get a nice view of the Quarry wall. A nice tunnel for the train. Back here's the entrance to the Gully Washer, which is the park's River Rapids ride. Alright, and that's going to do it for my tour review of Six Flags Fiesta Texas. It's definitely one of my favorite Six Flags parks. Pretty good coaster collection, beautiful setting. Definitely come check it out if you're here in San Antonio. If you like this video, please be sure to click the like button below and subscribe for more theme park videos. Until next time, I'm Adam with Adam's Coast Chronicles, and I'll see you later.